patch of water, add some sun, and what do you get? A whole lot of people out on Madison Lakes making waves. But some see this as a big problem.
Squaw Bay is so narrow. The fishermen, the landowners, and canoeists and other boaters are worried about their safety.
Currently, all boats must obey a slow-no-wake zone within 200 feet of shore. The Lakes and Watershed Committee would like to expand it to include the entire bay. That's a move Dan Ford does not agree with.
If the problem is high-speed boats or boating too close to the shore, we already have laws on the books. And if they enforce those, there's no problem.
Mike Lazan also disagrees, and he's passing out a petition to get the committee to look at other options.
There can be different configurations of buoys and stuff like that to channel all the boats in a smaller area, not necessarily at slow no wake.
Paddlers like Jeff Weedman say expanding the no-wake zone makes sense, since currently they're in the same traffic lanes as boats with motors, putting them at risk of being hit or capsized.
The power boaters are coming in at fairly high speeds, I'd say 20 to 25 miles an hour in the water, and then when they hit the no-wake zone, they slow down abruptly, which creates a large wave.
But he and the others agree that when it comes to the water, there's a compromise out there that can satisfy everyone's thirst for fun.
I'm just trying to brushing up on my skills.
Crystal Godfroy has been driving cars for years, but she's a novice motorcycle driver. And in the years she's been riding, there are dangers out on the street she's never even thought of.
It is a little scary, just you're exposed to everything rather than having the protection of the vehicle.
This optional safety class at MATC has new riders learning how to handle turns, stopping, and keeping control of your bike.
I'm just starting to get into motorcycles, and this is kind of the safe way to do it.
In 2003, riders 35 and older accounted for almost 50% of motorcycle crashes. The number one reason was loss of control, and the second was driving too fast for conditions.
Some people are riding motorcycles that are beyond their capability, whether it be young or old. We're seeing people not paying attention to the environments around while riding a motorcycle, such as the other traffic on the highway, the weather conditions, the roadway itself, inexperience of a lot of drivers, overconfidence.
Instructors say it's not only good for beginners, but many riders take the course to brush up on their skills.
It's like golfing. If you think you're going to golf once a month and hit hole-in-one a lot, you're not. It's a sport. You have to do it a lot to stay good at it and to stay sharp.
How about 6 + 4? What do you think that is?
Their education is priceless in Mom's eyes. That's why Kirsten's heart broke when she got the rejection letter.
It's disheartening that we have to continue in this fight, but it's a worthy fight.
She's been fighting for months and now plans to hire a lawyer and appeal on the grounds of sibling preference because her oldest, Tyler, is already in the school.
I have hope. It's going to be a huge battle.
Kirsten lost the battle with the DPI because of Chapter 220. Under it, a school district eligible for aid can reject an application for transfer if it would increase racial imbalance.
Look at the 7 up there.
The kids go to Falk School, which is 58% minority. Kirsten says it's unfair that a child checking a box to document their race decides where they can get an education.
To have to be filtered through Chapter 220 is just absolutely wrong.
School board members weren't involved in Kirsten's case. Bill Keyes can't comment on it, but says mixed races in schools is crucial.
One of the reasons that Madison Public Schools are so good and so strong is that there is racial balance. Anything that can tip the balance the wrong way, one way or the other, is always something to be, concerned about.
Can you try to write your name? Can you use blue and write Jared?
But Kirsten is more concerned about all of her kids going to the same school. Jared has spina bifida, and if she loses in court, she may have to use his disability to get him in, even though she doesn't want to.
Now I have to have my children labeled through the district so they can have the rights under special education.
But she really wishes her kids' rights had nothing to do with their skin color.
As a community, as a whole, we should just be outraged.
This is the kind of day Dave Cruz wouldn't miss for anything.
It was always fun just to come down here, watch the boys play. I mean, it's like heaven down here. It's just a home away from home.
Every baseball game at Mary Roundtree is a Cruz family affair, and youngest brother Damien keeps score. The new scoreboard keeps track of someone else.
We figured what better memorial for Jordan would be to put a scoreboard down here in honor of him on his field.
Jordan, the oldest crew's brother, died unexpectedly of a heart condition last October at age 20.
Jordan would come in and brighten up your day. He would make a smart comment, something to get a smile on your face and just make you feel that much better.
No matter what he did, he tried his hardest. Didn't ever give up. So that's how I kind of want to be like him.
The crew's family donated $8,000 for the board, and when they're away from Jordan's field of dreams, his name is still close to the heart on their sleeve.
This is Love You J. Crew, and that's what the guys call them. We're selling wristbands for $3 in memory of them.
All the money raised goes towards a sports scholarship, helping others live their dreams like Jordan.
When something like this happens, you don't realize how little time you do spend with your children. I guess, you know, that's my biggest message, is just spend time with your kids.
And now Dave says Jordan is home, perched above the field, smiling down.
About 150 people rocked out to the sounds of 3 different bands. They played for the memory of Shane O'Donnell, a Marine who died in Iraq in November, and to promote trade programs.
Everybody's pushing 4-year colleges, and you know, you got to go to this school, you got to get the best grades and everything. And it's like, we had the grades to do whatever we wanted, but it just wasn't for us to go to a 4-year college. So it kind of falls in the same vein. It's like just letting people know that there is another way out there to live.
At MATC, students can learn over 108 different trades, and school officials say the need for more skilled workers is growing.
Construction and remodeling, cabinet making and furniture making, welding, machine tool, etc. All of these are in demand, and we simply are not able to produce enough graduates to meet the need.
By 2012, the Labor Department says 2.5 million trade jobs will need to be filled, and teachers are echoing that thought.
The demand has been really good. It's been pretty steady, and right now we seem to have a lot of demand. I just had a few phone calls and emails in the last couple weeks, companies that are looking for an entry-level person.
Some students here at the Rock fundraiser say it's nice to hear a change in tune about a different future.
I like the idea because then more people get the chance, but more people got to join the trades. Because I was in my construction class today, and they were talking about how many people they need, and more people got to keep on joining, women and everybody.